Good morning, everyone. It is 7:58 in the morning. I did not plan to wake up this early, but one of the cats woke me up, and all of a sudden I realized that I need to charge my drone before I'm going to the farm today. I can't find my drone charger.
Get ready, because this is year 6 of daily vlogging.
I found it. So, potential update. There is rain on the radar today. Here, it's only showing rain until about 11 a.m. But when I looked at where I'm going to be going, which is about an hour and a half north, it shows rain on and off until about 5 p.m. with like a 40% chance basically every hour until 5 p.m. So I messaged Allison, who owns the farm, and was like, hey, wanted to touch base and ask, would you prefer for me to still come up today and just work around the rain, or do you want me to come up early next week, like Monday or Tuesday, when the forecast is showing no rain? So as I told her, I'm fine with either. I just would like to know so I don't get in the car and start driving if she's like, yeah, let's wait until the weather looks like it's gonna be better. I have already heard back. I will not be going up there today. So, I'm still very glad that I searched for the charger. I didn't even think about the rain until all of a sudden, it's raining here right now, and I heard thunder, and I was like, oh crap, that's right. I was like, it showed that there was supposed to be rain, isn't there? And so I was hoping that it was just going to be here and like it was going to miss North Georgia, and that is not the case. She was like, it's messy here today, because I figure too it's probably muddy up there and all of that. So she asked about next week, and I told her I could do this same time any day next week, just that I have the 5 to 9 p.m. job. So also, this will be something I'm getting paid for. I didn't really ask what amount, because the last time I did this, when her farm was closer to here, our agreement was, and this was years ago, she online had just happened to be looking for someone to do drone footage of a wedding setup that they had, and I offered my services, and basically instead of being paid, what we did is I had the option then to use the farm for anything in the future, any photo shoots, any filming, anything, and that was our agreement. However, now that she's further away, I don't make films much anymore. I am not using it for that purpose. And even for like a photo shoot, like it would probably be only like here or there in between or whatever. So instead, it's a payment thing. So I called my mom this morning to talk to her, and did that while I was finishing up the other things I needed to submit for the loan approval, which was the past 30 days of pay stubs, past 2 years of, it said W-2s. I only had one W-2 from working on sets, but I also included 1099s and all of that stuff from last year. Since 2020, I was in school, so I don't have any from then. And then what else was there? Oh, bank statements from the past 2 months, so I submitted those, and driver's license. So my parents are going to do the same. I think my dad is on the phone right now in a meeting, but they're going to submit that, and then they are leaving for the airport at 3 p.m. their time, 4 p.m. my time, because they are flying here to come see us in the show tomorrow. I'm at a book sale.
Also, I don't know if I already mentioned, I did. So our realtor is talking with the people selling that house to try and see what the availability is for tomorrow for a showing of the house, so my parents can go see. But I did tell them that if for some reason it's in like the afternoon and they couldn't go, that I could go like after the show and before they leave for the airport. So yeah, we'll see though. I don't know. Part of me hopes we'll be able to all go see it together, but I know that'll be a really tight squeeze. Because they have to leave for the airport pretty soon after the show. So I ended up adding retail price. I think retail price on these books was like 109.13, something like that. 2 more books in the Alex Rider series. Then I got this book called Wanted. This book called I Know What You Did Last Summer. I know they're not focusing. This is, there we go. The Mark of the Dragonfly. John Green's An Abundance of Catherines. And lastly, We Were Liars. I'm excited to read this book, although I have heard mixed things. I've heard some people love it. I heard some people like it's overrated. And lastly, These Broken Stars. So, I, however, am going to plan to sit my butt down and read. I did just send an email to the producer and let him know that there will be, originally I wanted to get the revision of this script to him by the end of this weekend, but as we all saw, there were 2 and 3 days this week that were just, I was not in the right headspace to be doing that, so I let him know that it would be kind of the middle of this upcoming week that I would be able to get that done, because tomorrow I will be focused on chill. Oh, Goldie and Keanu are up there at the top of the cat tree. Oh my goodness, y'all. Yesterday, so tomorrow I actually have to be, there's a lot going on at AWP tomorrow. There is the cabaret show at 3:30. There is a comedy spectacular show at 7, which is when the second thing of the cabaret show was supposed to be, but then they changed it to the comedy spectacular. But in the morning, there is also, I'm going to call it like agent night, basically, but it's the showcase. It's showcase day, basically, for the classes and stuff. So that's in the morning. That starts at 9 o'clock in the morning. And that, like, a lot of agents are going to be there for that. That's what's going on with that. So I have to be there at 8:15 in the morning. I was asked this 2 days ago on yesterday. I was asked about it, to ask if I could get there at 8:15 instead of my normal 10 that I get there. So I said yes, because doing the math about making the rent payment, is like, it'll help. I think it'll definitely help with that, because I was going to be a little bit short. Not short as in like danger zone. I would just pull from another account like the $50 that I needed, just because I don't start with DFB until this upcoming like week, and they pay bi-monthly, so 2 times a month, and so I would only have 1 week of work before that first paycheck. So anyway, so yeah, I will be getting there very, very early. And so that's why my parents hopefully will be able to go see this house. Part of me really wants to text Claire myself and be like, hey, if there's an issue with that one, like if they're not getting back to you, can they see the other one? Just so that one of them can be seen, you know what I mean? Either that, or I would ask about seeing it like after the show. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. I don't mean to be like pushy. I just don't want to lose one of these 2 houses, especially because we don't foresee the loan having any issues, because my parents are going to co-sign. So there's going to be a lot of house talk coming up, which is crazy. I did not foresee this happening this year, but it definitely feels like the right move.
So I just received the text message that it is kind of what we were thinking. Not that it hasn't sold, but that our realtor has called and texted the realtor for the person trying to sell that house and has gotten no response. So she said that she'll keep trying, but I was like, would it be worth it to try to schedule a showing at the other top pick house? That way, while my parents are here, they can at least see one of them, right? So my parents are walking into the airport right now, so my mom will read my text message in a little bit, but I'm like, no wonder why that house or the townhouse hasn't sold, because if the person's agent sucks and takes forever to get back to people, while the other person's client is trying to schedule showings or put in offers, and then their offers are accepted on a different thing, then they don't have an interest in that house anymore because it took too long for them to get back to them. Well, I just got a text from the realtor about not hearing back about the other house, but she forgot that I had sent her the listing for one of the houses, the other house that's high on our list, that's like the 2-bedroom, 2-bath. It has an unfinished basement. It's so cute, and it's an actual house. Like, it's not a townhouse, like it's an actual house. and she sent that to me, and she was like, how about this one? She was like, would they want to see that one? And I was like, yes, that would be great. And so there should be a 10:30 a.m. showing for my parents tomorrow. They will FaceTime me in since I will be at work, but I'm really, really glad that she's assuming that the reason she hasn't heard back from the other realtor is because it is under contract, and that's not their primary concern right now, to respond to a realtor, which I don't know. Part of me is like, if you forget about it for that long and don't update it or tell Zillow to update it, I don't know. I personally still think that it's just a realtor who isn't great at communication, and that's why the house was on the market for so long. But I'm so excited that my parents will be able to see that other house, because I really do love that house. As I said before, both of those, the townhouse and the house, they didn't have any cons. They just, like, from looking at it and reading about it and whatever, neither of them had any cons. They just both had different pros. I am heading to bed later than anticipated because Amari and I ended up talking for like an hour and a half. And yeah, so it's like just after midnight. I'm heading to bed. I have to wake up. I have to leave here by 7:50 tomorrow, so I think I need to wake up at 7:15 just to make sure I have everything. And there are clothes of mine that are drying, so we will see. I will probably go in my outfit but with my shorts, and then bring my skirt with me because my skirt likely won't be totally dry by tomorrow morning, and then I'll just switch out because I will have hours before our performance, so it will have more time to dry. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Social media is in the description. Love you all.